Hello. Everybody, let's move in a little bit.
Just remember to talk into the conference, but
All right. Hello. All right, thank you. We can move a little closer. I won't bite. Move it in a little bit. All right. Well, for those who don't know, my name is Hart Levine, CEO and CFO here at DSL. Want to welcome everybody here, our customers, partners, friends, family. We have a lot of staff, both current and former. It's a very special occasion, as you all know, our 100th year anniversary and celebration. So to start us off, I'd like to introduce Steve Rice, CEO and principal. The Rice family has been involved with DSL for close to 60 years. So please welcome Steve.
Well, hey. Well, welcome customers, staff, and friends. As Hart said, my name's Steve Rice, and I'm principal at DSL. On behalf of Mike Wilson and all of us at DSL, we're pleased to have you here with us today. I'd like to thank our customers, our staff, and our brand partners for the opportunity to be with you. 2016 marks an important milestone in DSL's 100-year history. It's a time to honor our past, celebrate the present, and look forward to the future. We are excited to unveil a new look, a new website, and a new company tagline today. It's important to look back at our heritage to understand where we came from and how we got here. DSL got its start right here in Edmonton 100 years ago. The rapid expansion of Western Canada saw communities in need of a dairy supplier, which led Robert Morris to incorporate Alberta Dairy Supplies. From humble beginnings in a wooden shack across from the historic Hotel Macdonald, Alberta Dairy Supplies began to grow its product line and expand into other provinces, earning the company the motto, everything but the cow. And that was the beginning. From milk stools, brushes, to parchment paper for wrapping butter, Dairy Supplies Limited continued to grow alongside the small communities we were supplying with dairy products. From the start, DSL was all about serving customers. Yet, as the saying goes, nothing lasts forever. As the dairy industry began consolidating and shrinking, DSL found itself in need of a change in order to continue doing business. As the dairy industry shrank, a new take on food was emerging, the quick service restaurant and convenience store. Just as we did in 1916, DSL saw a need to fill and customers to serve. So we changed our path and began developing and growing into the food equipment supplier. As you read about the history of DSL, or look back on it as we are today, it's easy to underestimate the significance of the key moments in our history. Moments that seem like they were obvious choices when looking back. But in fact, they were uncharted territories for our forefathers who had the courage to take a risk in order to build a lasting legacy. One of those key moments came in 1957, when Dairy Supplies Limited was approached by John Kappas, who was looking for a distributor for a new line of equipment. That line was manufactured out of Rockton, Illinois. This new line, the Taylor soft serve freezer, allowed dairy shops to turn milk into ice cream. Now at the time, the product was seen as nothing more than a novelty. Expectations were low, and yet as the company selling everything but the cow, we began carrying Taylor's product. Fast forward that today, and the deal has turned into a long-standing 60-year relationship with Taylor. What seemed like a novelty item at the time has become an instrumental key to the success of our business. DSL and soft serve go hand in hand. We can only imagine where it would be today if we had simply decided this product is not for us. The next make or break moment for DSL came in 1960s. McDonald's came to Canada in 1967 with their first store in Richmond, BC. McDonald's had a very unique and lasting relationship with the Taylor Company because of McDonald's founder, Ray Kroc. Thus, DSL was pushed into the same relationship, and thank goodness. Luck can play a very important part of success. Then in 1969, 7-Eleven opened their first Canadian store in Calgary, Alberta. As we say at DSL to this very day, oh, thank heaven for 7-Eleven. This time was more than just luck. Slurpee was king with 7-Eleven, but there was a problem. In Canada, did not allow yucca to be used. And yucca was the foaming agent for FCB syrup at the time. So Jim Ross, then the VP of DSL, and Jimmy Musselwhite, then the VP of 7-Eleven, went to work on the problem. The two Jims were very determined guys. They figured it out and came up with what became known as Canadian-style FCB, and it's still known as that today. 7-Eleven, with Jimmy Musselwhite driving it and Frank Farr supporting it, turned Western Canada into the Slurpee capital of the world, which it remains today. That helped establish DSL culture. If we simply help the customer succeed, we in turn will succeed. That has not changed to this day, although sometimes we forget about it, and we have to remind ourselves. At the same time things were changing in the dairy industry, independent dairies were consolidating into major centers because of development of transportation industry. Pete Rice and George Ross's son Jim headed up the company at the time and were once again faced with a choice that would guide the path of the company over the next 40 years. Stay in the shrinking dairy industry or change focus to supply food equipment to the new quick-serve restaurants and convenience stores. Today we look at back and now and know they made the right choice. But for Jim and Pete, this was a monumental shift. This took real courage. They were at the time running a 60-year-old company and they were going to take it into uncharted waters. The old shareholders wanted nothing to do with this, but Pete and Jim knew it was change or face a slow death. With hat in hand, they went to the bank, borrowed enough to buy out the old shareholders. The next big change for the company came in mid-1980s. My brother Dave knew we had to get into the service business if we were going to properly look after our great customers. So Dave went about building from scratch a service business with the help of talented people like Dave Millay and Keith Miller. Today, we are a major service company with technicians all across Western Canada. DSL was and is and always will be in the relationships we develop with our customers. Serving our customers is what got us to the 100 years and will carry us through to the next century. Technology is always changing, new software is always just around the corner, and while that makes our team faster and more efficient, it can never replace our core commitment to our customers that always been the cornerstone of DSL. We are relationship-centric. Some companies are product-centric, some companies are technology-centric, and some are employee-centric. We are customer-centric. We are the first and foremost about the customer. We are here to serve. Every time we lose our way, and believe me, over 100 years, that's happened many a time, we forget that simple thing, that one simple thing. We are in the relationship business, and our relationships mean everything. Just think of all the great customers DSL has, many for more than 40 years. Employees of both our customers and ourselves have come and gone, yet the relationships remain. For a company to stick around for 100 years is no small feat. It's a testament to the people who started this business, the people who grew the business, and those of us here now. It's not something that happens by chance or by accident for any business. This success only comes with hard work and dedication and luck from people across generations, always keeping our core value of serving our customers at heart. It's our responsibility, all of us at DSL, to carry on that legacy. Those who came before us built upon this foundation. Like custodians, it's our duty to leave this business better than the way we found it. By remembering where we came from, a small business with a dedicated commitment to customers, we can all be proud of where we're going. We have a great team here. And I have no doubt that in 100 years that they will all look back and be thankful for the work we're doing today. We are proud and we're humbled, but mostly we're excited. We have a great future in front of us, We have talented, talented young people working for us. So when the people in this room are all retired and gone, there will be a new group following up behind us that will even do better than we've done, and that's the idea of a legacy. So I want to thank you very much for being here. I'm so glad, and please enjoy and join us in our celebration. Thank you.
Thanks, Steve. And I'd like to welcome DSL Principal Mike Wilson.
I met Steve approximately 45 years ago. And about 30 years ago, Steve talked me into coming to work for DSL. And so for the past 30 years, Steve and I have worked together, and we've gotten along pretty well for the most part. So almost like a successful marriage without the sex. But thank you very much, Steve. Not the non-sex part, but the opportunity. When I look back over the first 30 years, I think the highlight to me is the people that we've had the opportunity to work with. So over the 30 years, we've seen a lot of people come and go. And there's been a few here that I'd like to recognize that have been here for the long haul and done a lot of heavy lifting to get us to where we are today. And I'd like to start by asking Dan Pinero to come up. Dan is our longest serving employee, and he's always been a leader and a mentor, especially for the young people, always welcoming everybody and helping them succeed. And so I just want to personally say thank you very much, Dan.
My pleasure.
The other person is Charmaine. Charmaine. As most of you know, Charmaine runs our finance department. She's responsible for all the AR and AP, which is very challenging because she says Steve spends so much money. It's always a challenge to find money. So thank you, Charmaine. Dave Millay. I think Dave's been here almost the same amount of time I've been here. And when I started in BC, we had one tech in all of BC, and we now have 30. And Dave's been instrumental in growing and structuring our service department to where it is today with 70 plus technicians. So
73, I think, this week.
73 this week.
This week.
So thank you, Dave, for your contribution. Karine Mateer. Karine's had the challenge of working with and supporting our salespeople, and almost in a kind of a babysitting role. So our salespeople, I hold our salespeople in the highest regard, and they're all individuals and they all have different needs. But Karine's the one that they always come to for support, for pricing, getting equipment, and she's kind of held them together. So thank you very much, Karine. Is Don Neelings here? Don Neelings? No? And then Dave Retz, last but not least. I'm not sure how long Dave's been here, but he just looks old. So I thought I'd better get him up here. But as everyone knows, or most people know, Dave's responsible for one of our larger accounts, McDonald's, which has been a tremendous challenge, and Dave has been a great leader in making us one of the more successful Taylor distributors probably in the world with the McDonald's relationship. So great thanks to Dave. And so I just want to recognize those people because they've been long-term employees, like I say, that's done a lot of heavy lifting to get us to where we are today. And I look forward to all of you doing the heavy lifting to take us through the next 100 years. Thank you.
Thanks, Mike. Now it's my pleasure and honor to introduce a very special guest, the MLA for Edmonton Calder, Alberta Minister of Education, the Honorable David Eggen. Mr. Eggen attended the University of Alberta, has lived and worked in Northwest Edmonton here for more than 20 years. So please join me in welcoming this very special guest.
Well, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and it's certainly a great honor for me to bring greetings from the province of Alberta and Premier Rachel Notley on this very auspicious occasion. We know that our province is only a little bit more than 100 years, and here is a company that has seen and stood the test of time. And I was really taken by Steve's words in regards to not just saying, of course, you are a very successful service food industry company, but you are in the human service industry. And I think that that is probably the secret to your success over these decades, and to be adaptable and to diversify as well. And so our government works hard on all of those very same issues, dealing on a human level, on a diversification level, and certainly DSL is something that we can all be very proud of indeed. I know that you are a significant employer here in Edmonton, across Western Canada, more than 73 technicians available to all of your clients, and I know that certainly it's an expanding market even as we speak. Steve and I had a chance to talk about Fort McMurray just briefly here as well. Of course, many clients there. Our hearts and prayers are out to not just the residents, but the entrepreneurs and the business people who are servicing that fine, fine city. And we'll get in there as soon as we can and start to rebuild even better than what we had before. Certainly people will need the service industry as we move along there. It's a working city, and I know you must have many, many important clients there that will need your help in these weeks and months to come. And so, on behalf of the government of Alberta, I wish you all the very best here today. I'm on a personal level very proud to be addressing the people who brought the soft serve ice cream machine to Alberta, and the slushy machine as well, and of course the thing made in heaven between those two, the Screamer. And so thank you very much. And if I can just get maybe Steve up here for a second, on behalf of because of course this is my constituency as well, and so just as a commemoration of 100 years in business, I have this plaque for you.
Thank you very much. Well, it's not very often a company turns 100, and so we have some admirers that have sent us some letters. Over there, you might have seen, we got a letter from the Prime Minister of Canada, the Right Honourable Justin Trudeau, over there. We also got a letter from the Governor General of Canada, His Excellency, the Right Honourable David Johnston. And we also got a letter from someone you might have heard of, Her Majesty the Queen has sent us a letter, so please check that out as well. So as part of our 100-year anniversary, we really wanted to refresh DSL's brand with a new look and feel. Our new logo and tagline have been designed to capture the heart of DSL. We went through this process by reaching out to customers, staff, both current and past, as well as our partners. We wanted something really fun. We wanted something that reflected DSL's business and culture. We wanted to get excited about the new look, and we also wanted to really honor our rich culture and tradition. Suspenseful. So to get that all across, we worked very hard on a video to give you a little insight into what DSL is all about, our values, and unveil our new look. If I could turn your attention to the TVs over there.
Ah, life's simple pleasures. In restaurants and convenience stores everywhere, our machines make the delicious foods and treats we've come to love and generate profits for countless businesses, large and small. We're DSL, and we've been supplying and servicing the machines that make those simple pleasures since 1916. And so to celebrate our first 100 years in business, we're looking forward by remembering where we started. Back in 1916, we supplied everything but the cow to dairy farmers and the small local dairies that used to be in every town and city across the prairies. Until the 1950s, when just as our dairy equipment customers were beginning to disappear, quick service restaurants and convenience stores started popping up all over. Food and restaurant equipment was the way of the future, so Dairy Supplies Limited became DSL. And we grew to be the #1 food equipment experts in Western Canada, exclusively representing the best brands in the business. When you buy with DSL, you're getting more than a piece of equipment. You're getting our core beliefs of quality, expertise, and exceptional service, and the support of a team that cares about the success of your business, big or small. Because we know that DSL's success is based on your success. A lot can change in 100 years, but it's what hasn't that is the most important. Innovation, profits, smiles, now serving you.
So as you saw in the video, we're paying homage to DSL's roots as a dairy supplier and to the historical tagline of everything but the cow. We hope to encapsulate DSL that it's a fun business. We're a part of providing life simple pleasures through ice cream, slush, burgers, coffee, and more. While our customers serve delicious and refreshing items to their customers, our team is behind the scenes serving them. Everything we do at DSL should be about serving our customers. From the technician that drives all night and naps in his truck, sleeps in the parking lot waiting for the store to open, to the service manager who delivers an emergency part to the airport in the middle of the night, to the customer service team member who won't rest until the customer is satisfied, and to the sales rep who would rather not make a sale than to sell the customer the wrong piece of equipment. These are true examples of how the DSL team embodies that message of serving our customers. And that's why our motto now is now serving you. Next week, we'll also be launching a new website with a new look and a bunch of very exciting features. So now here's a sneak peek of that.
This is the homepage for the new DSL website. Research shows that more than 40% of customers are viewing our website from a mobile device, such as a smartphone or tablet. Mobile users also have different needs from a website. Information must be readily available in quick, easily digestible bites. Our new website is optimized for viewing on desktop, tablet, and smartphone screen sizes, and adjusts according to the screen size it's being viewed on. Our homepage is designed with customer interaction in mind. The first thing our customers are drawn to is a call to action, where you can search by product type or industry. New customers can search by industry and quickly learn what it is we do, while existing customers, who maybe know who we are, can search directly for the product type they need. Here we have our products page, where you can filter by industry, brand, or product type. Sale products or ongoing promotions are listed on the side for customers interested in sale items. Clicking on a product brings you to that specific product page, where you can learn more about the equipment, request a brochure, or add to a quote. Adding a quote and then visiting your cart will show which items you've requested a quote on. From here, a customer simply fills out the form and can get a quote or brochure on a piece of equipment. Case studies are featured prominently underneath product pages and allow our customers to see real-world examples and success stories featuring our equipment. So that's sales. Now let's move over to the service side of our website. The services page features the different types of service we offer, whether it's reactive, maintenance programs, or menu and product consulting. Featured here and elsewhere on the website is the ability to book a service call. From here, a customer simply fills out the form and can book a service call for their equipment. Again, this is optimized across all platforms, desktop, tablet, and mobile. So no matter what device our customers are on, they have the ability to quickly and easily get in touch with our service department. All of these features are readily available via the hamburger menu at the top of our website. From here, you can visit different areas of the website with the click of a button, or even do a quick search for what you're looking for with the search bar. Our new website is set to launch next week. Thank you for watching.
All right. Well, that's all you have to do for standing around and being quiet. Now, I want to thank everybody for coming. Thank you, everybody that's viewed on the live stream. It's the first time in the company's history where employees all across the country have sort of attended the same event, even if it's virtually. Right over here, we have hats, shirts, and other giveaways for everybody, so please grab one. On your way out, you'll see that we have a brand new sign out front of the building. Make sure you come out and check out our anniversary cake and grab a piece of it. And we also have some DSL specialty cocktails over there, which you should definitely check out. And if you have a couple, please see Ashley for a cab voucher. So have fun and have a great time. And for DSL staff, we'll see you tomorrow at the family picnic. Thanks.